Vsauce, Romwell here. What are you doing? Now, that shouldn't be a hard question to answer, but how do you know that what you're doing is what you're doing? If you were to answer this question in psychology terms, you could say that you are watching this video right now, and you are certain that you are because the rods and cones in your retina send light coming from your screen to your optic nerve, where it then processes electrical information and sent to your occipital lobe. Not only that, but you are also assured that you are watching this video if your ears are gathering the different pressures in the ear, and the cochlea in your ear convert that information into electrical signals that is then sent to your temporal lobe. These processes are called seeing and listening. Now, if you passed elementary school, you probably already know that your body uses organs specialized to pick up environmental stimuli to process the world around you. But how do you know that what you're hearing is what you're actually hearing? Your senses aren't as reliable as you think. Who's to say that what you're perceiving is real isn't? The phenomenon of false beliefs is known as having delusions, and is a primary symptom of schizophrenia, which is a mental disorder. However, that doesn't mean you have schizophrenia. Many people self-diagnose mental disorders. You may have said at one point that you're being bipolar, or have anxiety, or that you have OCD. But have you actually stopped to think about what those actually mean? To learn more, let's look at another mental disorder, OCD.
Obsessive-compulsive disorder, commonly known as OCD, appears in different forms, and not everyone has the same set of symptoms related to OCD. Many people affected by OCD have combinations of various OCD symptoms. According to the DSM-5 criteria for OCD, obsessive-compulsive disorder has the presence of obsessions, compulsions, or both. Although obsessions and compulsions seem similar, they are different things. Obsessions are unwanted and intrusive thoughts that can't seem to get out of the heads of people affected by OCD, whereas compulsions are the ritual-like behaviors and routines that result from the obsessions in an attempt to try and ease anxiety. It's somewhat like having a spam filter in the brain that just stopped working and not being able to stop the junk mail until you do that specific thing or ritual. Do it wrong? Too bad. The junk mail just keeps coming and you have to do it again while your brain is screaming for an amount of junk mail. But some time after doing the ritual to stop the junk mail, it comes back, but even more than before. Performing the ritual only strengthens the obsession when it comes back, yet you feel as you have to do it. When you purposely ignore the impulse, you may get intrusive thoughts that last days, even weeks. For some people affected by OCD, the obsession may be that their house will burn down if they don't check their stove is turned off, even though they just checked seconds ago, and so they go back and check, and over again. And sometimes, it's not even related to an actual risk. Something may just be from not opening a door in a certain way or turning the lights off in a certain pattern. That obsession can range from feeling that the person has responsibility for a loved one's life to contracting a disease through impossible ways. These intrusive thoughts may result in a person asking themselves constantly, am I really capable of something like that? Or, could that really happen? Or, is that really me? To escape it. However, not everyone has these same features of OCD, and those features can range in intensity too.
You may ask, why not just stop the train of thought before it causes anxiety? Many people who have OCD are aware that the obsessions and compulsions are irrational, yet they feel powerless in their attempts to stop them. The obsessions that they have are a strong urge to do something, or else something bad will happen. The thought itself is intrusive and disruptive, but so is the compulsive reaction. For people affected by OCD, the symptoms are extremely uncomfortable and consuming. The compulsions can be in the form of constantly checking things that you already did, but fear and anxiety make them doubt themselves. So, they do it again, and again, and again. Wait, was it done? What happens if it wasn't done? Just in case, do it again, and again, and again. Rinse, wash, and repeat. Another thing that OCD comes in episodes. Sometimes there are good months and bad months, but when it's bad, it's bad. So what are treatments for OCD? The most effective treatments for OCD appears to be cognitive behavioral therapy, or CBT. More specifically, the more effective type of CBT, exposure and response prevention, or ERP. ERP is usually done as a licensed mental health professional, such as a psychologist, social worker, or mental health counselor. Medications such as selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs, are also found to be effective in supporting the treatment of OCD. And like the rest of our mind, we don't know everything about OCD. But hopefully from this video, you learn not to use OCD as a remark for your friends or anybody from now on. And as Freud once said,
"The mind is like an iceberg. It floats at 1/7 of its bulk above water."
and as always,
Thanks for watching.